The 2013 Hyundai Elantra GT is one of those five-door compact hatchbacks that truly delivers on fuel economy, cargo room, and overall affordability. Plus, it's not bad to look at either. Hello and welcome back to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. If you're visiting for the very first time, or if you haven't already, please click on that subscribe button so you can receive updates on our new video uploads, and check us out on Facebook, keyword Everyman Driver. The all-new Elantra GT is based on the Elantra sedan, only with a shorter wheelbase. But hold on, the GT actually has more passenger and maximum cargo volume than the Ford Focus, Mazda 3, Volkswagen Golf, and Toyota Matrix. It's also the lightest five-door hatchback in the compact segment. And I can tell you from first-hand experience, the exterior styling will make some people look twice. Personally, I like it. Up front, you've got Hyundai's signature hexagonal grille with chrome accents, which tie in nicely to the hood. These flowing lines and sculpted angles are two factors that make the GT more aerodynamic than the Subaru Impreza, Matrix, or Golf. So as you can see, the folks at Hyundai are doing their best to make you think twice about your next purchase. The GT is powered by an advanced 1.8-liter dual overhead cam four-cylinder engine mated to either a 6-speed manual transmission or 6-speed automatic. My tester is the automatic with Shiftronics. This can achieve 148 horsepower and 131 pound-feet of torque. As far as fuel economy numbers, nearly identical regardless of the transmission type you go with. It's either 26 miles per gallon or 27 miles per gallon in the city and up to 37 on the highway. I've been averaging this week in mixed driving in the upper 20s. Naturally, the Elantra sedan is tuned for comfort, whereas the GT is tuned for feel, responsiveness, and control. Now, without talking over your head, there have been some technical modifications made to the GT to make it sportier, but I think there's room for even more sportiness. I think the engineers are just that close. You know, when I think of a vehicle that has the GT in the name, I think of high performance, and this is not quite there. There is something that I like, and it's all new. It's Hyundai's driver selectable steering mode. And there's a button right here on the steering wheel. It looks like a steering wheel that will help you toggle through those steering modes. You have a total of 3 operating modes to select from. You have the Comfort, Normal, and Sport. Comfort level offers the greatest ease of steering and is ideal for city and parking environments. Sport, as you might guess, is optimized for higher speed highways and winding roads, while Normal is ideal for a mix of driving conditions. I think these changes in driving performance are most notable between Comfort and Sport. Overall, though, it's a good ride, and again, with an emphasis on giving you the most economical ride as possible, not necessarily higher performance. Time for some real-world headroom and legroom in the back of the GT, and here's where I left the driver's seat when I was behind the wheel. And I do have enough room between my knees and the back of the seat for some relative comfort back here. Not too bad at all. Headroom is a little bit on the tight side, actually. Even though I have the panoramic sunroof open, my hair is starting to touch the top of the roof a little bit, so that could be a little bit better. Again, we are in a compact vehicle, albeit a hatchback. You know, I'm always curious as the Everyman Driver how automakers determine whether or not a vehicle can seat 5 adults comfortably, because I'm 5'11", and if you had 3 of me side by side back here, I think comfort is a little bit of a stretch. Yeah, I can deal with it, but I don't know about necessarily great comfort. The seats are a little bit firm, And you do have these blank handles right here and right there. And there's also some cargo nets behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat to store some extra items like magazines and so on. And there is a armrest here with a pair of cup holders, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, I think 2 people back here is a great deal of comfort, but 3, that's a bit of a stretch. Let's take a look now at the cargo room in the back of the GT. This is an area that I think will surprise a lot of people with the GT, and that's cargo volume. Before we get to that, this is how you open the lift gate. There is one button here in the key fob. Otherwise, you have to press a button just below the icon in this crease area. Press that, and up comes your lid. The spare tire and jack kit is just below the floorboard. That's where that is. Otherwise, behind the back row of seats, 23 cubic feet of volume, which is more than enough for 2 sets of golf clubs, plenty of groceries, luggage. But the true test is my 30-gallon storage bin, which I have right here off camera. Will it fit back here? Well, of course it will fit. The question is, can you close the lid? And yes, you can. No problem at all with my 30-gallon storage bin. So that is a good example of how much room you have back behind the back row of seats. Now, once you press those seats down, you're getting 51 cubic feet of volume. The tricky part is getting those seats down. Let me show you. First of all, there is a cord below the seat. You pull that, here it is, that's what I'm talking about. There you go. It lifts up at an angle, but then you have to tilt and slide forward. Now, once that happens, the lever up here, you bring the seat down, but here's another key. You've got to take these out to make this flush. And then I guess you just put that right there. Naturally, the process is very similar over here. The cord just below where your feet are. Bring up, tilt forward, and lean this way. An interesting bar over here. Then lift the latch. Again, take the headrest off so it'll fit flush. And that's the tricky part on creating the full 51 cubic feet of volume back here. So here's what the finished product looks like. And again, more maximum cargo volume than the Focus, Mazda 3, Golf, and Toyota Matrix. Earlier this week, I had no problem fitting 2 full-size bicycles back here, so I'm happy with it, and I hope you can now appreciate the versatility and utility that the GT has to offer. So the beginning MSRP here on the 2013 Hyundai Elantra GT is $18,395, and that's for the 6-speed manual. I have the automatic. It's $19,395, but I also have the style package for an extra $2,750. And with that, you get 17-inch alloy wheels, a sport tuned suspension, panoramic sunroof, side mirror mounted turn signal indicators, leather seating surfaces, leather wrapped steering wheel and shift knob, and a few other things. So what you see right here is just over $23,000. So on the Everyman Driver ownership scale of 0 to 72 months, 72 months being the average length of ownership on a new car purchase as of 2012, I give the GT 36 to 48 months before moving on. I think the engine delivers good fuel economy and somewhat good performance. And cargo volume is good, even though you have to do some seat adjustments in the back. But I think the competition is just too fierce to settle on one automaker when you may have a completely different experience behind the wheel of a different car. Either way, it's worth a look and a test drive. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. Thanks for watching. And coming soon on Everyman Driver, a first drive and review of the 2013 BMW X5 35D. The D stands for diesel. I'll tell you all about the advantages of going with diesel over traditional gasoline coming soon right here on Everyman Driver.